parotid on top of the masseter. What's this one here?
Submandibular.
Submandibular. It's right under your mandible here. Submandibular. See it right there? Everybody okay with that one?
Can you go to the parotid one more time?
You see a parotid on that guy. You can see it here on this guy here. Right here. Okay. He has a, on this here, submandibular. And this is where you see a sublingual. That's this one here, underneath the tongue. You also can see it. You kind of put it in two places. It'd be right here. Okay. Sublingual.
Do they, cause I have a friend who had one of her parotid salivary glands removed. Does that, like, is that a bigger cell? Because it looks way bigger than the other two, so is that one of them?
You have parotid tumor.
That's what she had, yeah.
Yeah. The problem with that is the facial nerve goes right through there, so you got to be really careful. If the tumor invades the facial nerve, you got to take it, and now you've lost muscles in your face on that side. So that can be a problem. Pancreas. Head, stuck into the duodenum, body, and then the tail going up into the pancreas. So those are the three parts of the pancreas. Here you see this big white duct coming down where it joins the common bile duct. That would be the main pancreatic duct, or duct of Wirsung. And then right up above it, this one right here, is an accessory pancreatic duct, or duct of Santorini. Santorini had a brother, Zamboli, who made a machine to scrape eyes. No, just kidding. Okay, liver. The liver sits like this, so the anterior abdominal wall is like right on top of it here. Okay, and so this right here attaches to the anterior abdominal wall, and this is the falciform ligament, and it actually extends out all the way to the umbilicus. So my umbilicus would be out here where my finger is, and that is coming off of the anterior abdominal wall. And at the base of that is where your umbilical vein was at, that was traveling to your umbilicus. And so it's coming through here, and so this here represents right here, the round ligament would be in here, the round ligament, and the ligament of teres would be right here. The same thing. Okay. Round ligament. That's what we're going to call it on here. Hepatic veins are what drain the liver. And so here's that inferior vena cava. And so there's one hepatic vein. So it's draining blood out of the liver into the inferior vena cava. There's three of them. That's the only place we see it on this model. Porta hepatis. See that? All that stuff under the porta hepatis? What the porta hepatis is, it's where things are entering and leaving the liver right here. So this whole area that's kind of outlined in white right there, that would be the porta hepatis. Porta meaning like a port, like an entrance. Okay? Porta hepatis. Now see the four things that are in there? Okay? Let me show it with, this one here. The red that my Q-tip is touching would be, we looked at this before, was the hepatic artery proper, which was a branch of the is a branch of the common hepatic, which was a branch of the celiac trunk, which was a branch of the abdominal aorta. Yeah, I thought I knew that. Wow, what happened? Because I looked at it coming from the other direction, huh? See how we can mess with you? Real easy. Okay. Hepatic portal vein, the blue one. What feeds into the hepatic portal vein?
Kidney. No.
What veins empty into the hepatic portal vein? This is the kind of questions you'll see.
Is it the splenic?
Splenic vein. What else?
Renal?
Renal empties into what?
Kidney?
No. Renal vein empties into what? Renal artery would go into the kidney. Renal vein is draining the kidney into what? Inferior vena cava. So what else besides the splenic vein drains into this hepatic portal vein? Remember, you're bringing unoxygenated but nutrient-rich
Hepatic portal vein.
hepatic portal vein. That's what this is. What drains into. Remember?
The intestine.
Yeah. So how do the intestines drain? What do they drain into? Yeah. See, I thought we knew this. Superior mesenteric vein, inferior mesenteric vein. Okay. That's how you guys want to start looking at this. I wonder. Yeah, that's how it's going to come in the test, you guys. So if all you're doing is memorizing where they're located, and no, we're going to ask you, what's draining into what, that type of thing. That's what you should know. So those two things are there, and then here is the bile ducts. What you have listed here in the bile duct is the right and left hepatic duct and the common hepatic duct. So the hepatic, right and left hepatic ducts are draining the liver. Okay. And so the right one from the right lobe, left one from the left. The lobes are basically, do we have lobes here? Yeah, right and left lobes. I skipped that. This falciform ligament, we're saying this is the left lobe and this is the right. That's how your book does it. It's not absolutely right, but I don't want to confuse you. That's really not how it is. Okay. So, right here, this is left lobe. Right here, you see this little green thing right here? That would be the left hepatic duct. See it there? Now, that one there would be then what? Right hepatic duct. See it? See the difference? Those both come together to form and drain into the common hepatic duct. Seeing kind of a recurrent theme here? Common hepatic duct. Now, just for completeness sake, we're going to see this next. Here's the gallbladder. It drains by the cystic duct that my finger is pointing to. The cystic duct. We're going to see that in a minute. Common hepatic duct and the cystic duct then form this common bile duct right here. Got a lot of ducts, you guys. Got a lot of hepas. Okay? So that's the